Hey friends from all around the world, thank you so much for watching this video. I am Carton, and today we are taking a look at the most underrated Marshall in a box type of pedal. So these days a lot of guys are talking about really expensive boutique pedals to do the Marshall in a box type thing, like the Marvel Drive, like the JHS Angry Charlie, like the BEOD by Friedman, and those are all really nice pedals, also like the Lagrange from Bogner. But Boss has a really nice pedal that you can buy for about 60 bucks or even less used, and it is a really nice and underrated Marshall in a box that really nails that compression, and you really get everything from that 70s kind of JTM vibe all the way up to modded Marshall Soldano type of goodness. So please take a look at this pedal and let's check it out right now. So let's check out the clean tone I'm getting out of this Strat and my Marshall. So this is a 2007 Squier Affinity Strat with stock pickups but a different neck, and we're going into my Marshall 1987X and then going out to the Torpedo Wall of Sound. And I'm getting this basic clean tone on my neck pickup of my Strat. And now for the bridge pickup. Okay, so now let's dive into the pedal. So the pedal has 4 dials. You have on the right a sound dial, and what that does is it takes you all the way from 70s kind of plexi tones from JTM all the way down to, in the middle you have some kind of JCM 800 kind of tones, and on the right you have modded Marshall Soldano-esque type sounds. So what the sound does is it is really a mix between compression and gain of the Marshalls that it is replicating. So let's check out some cleaner sounds from this pedal first. Okay, so I have got the sound relatively low, or gain as we should call it, and I have a little bit of the treble off and a little bit more bass because we are using this Squier Strat. So let's check out what that gives us on the neck pickup of my Strat. And that gives a really nice natural sounding kind of edge of breakup kind of Marshall JTM vibe. So it is really nice for some kind of Hendrick sounds. Also nice if you want to do some kind of more Frusciante kind of things, some Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of vibe. So for that I will add a little bit more presence to that sound, and then we get this basic sound. So as you can see, it really handles the Strat nice. So let's dive straight into some more kind of gainy kind of sounds. So let's go around to that Marshall JCM 800 kind of vibe. Okay, so for that I have the sound right at above 12 o'clock, so about 1 o'clock, and I'm using a little bit less treble because this Strat is really kind of bright, and let's check it out. So as you can hear, the compression is really nice on this pedal. It really kind of mimics the way a Marshall would compress. Of course, it doesn't have all of that nice harmonic stuff that most amps tend to have, but it gets really close to that, guys. So let's check out what the clean sound sounded like again. So this is the clean sound again on my neck pickup. And let's check out what the distortion now adds. So as you can see, all of the distortion is coming from the pedal. And now let's check it out with a humbucker guitar. Okay guys, so we're back and I have my Gibson 61 reissue SG right now. And in the bridge we have a DiMarzio 36th anniversary BAF pickup, so that will be what you will hear. Okay, so let's check the clean sound out right now. Okay, so it is a little bit more pokey, so let's check out what that does with the pedal. We still have it on the little bit more gainy JCM 800 kind of things. So as you can hear, it needs a little bit less treble because it is really kind of trebly. And let's check out even some more gain for it. So I basically wouldn't ever go above about 3 o'clock with this pedal, but this is the most gain I would get out of it. So let's check it out, guys. So as you can see, it really handles that kind of more gainy kind of side of the Marshall things really well. So let's go back and let's do a more 70s kind of sound right now. So I am on about 9 to 10 o'clock of the pedal and let's check out what it can do now. Okay, so it needs a little bit less highs for this setting. Okay, so now back to that sound with a little bit less treble. Okay, so that's a really kind of cool 70s type of sound. Really good for that kind of free kind of sound also. So as you can see, it handles that kind of 70s type of stuff really well in my opinion. And let's check out how it cleans up if we go to our neck pickup, and I will split that neck pickup down for a little bit less output. So as you can see, it really rolls down quite nicely. So let's roll up the volume and see if we get a little bit more gain out of it. So it gets a pretty nice tone that way. And now let's compare it to what the Marshall actually sounds like if we crank that baby up. So right now let's crank up the Marshall and check out how that thing sounds. And that is just with the volume up all the way, and I have not checked out the EQ and stuff. Normally I would redo the EQ a little bit, but that's a cranked up Marshall for you. And now let's get it back to that cleaner sound. And now let's get the pedal to a level where it gets about the same amount of distortion. So as you can see, it can really kind of do that sound pretty good considering that it is a pretty cheap pedal. So if you want that kind of Marshall in a box type of pedal, you should really check out this guy because it is really almost as good as all of the boutique stuff out there. And I really think that this is kind of an underrated Marshall in a box. I don't see it enough compared to all of the Friedman BEs and all of the Marshall and all of the JHS Angry Charlies and stuff. This guy is a really nice Marshall in a box, so please check it out, guys. Okay, so now let's check out how it does with a pedal in front of it. So let's check out a clone type of pedal stacked into this pedal. Okay, so let's check it out with a clone stacked into it. So this is the Boss Power Stack on about 1 o'clock on the sound or gain dial. And let's check out how it takes the clone. So let's add the clone right now. So as you can see, a clone pairs really nicely, just like with the real amp. It pairs really nicely with that compression, and it gives you a lot more sustain and a lot more of those awesome harmonics. So if you have this pedal, you should also really check out some kind of clone, maybe an EHX Soul Food or something like that. It is really a nice combination. So guys, there you had it, the Boss Powerstick ST2, a really awesome Marshall in a box type of pedal. And if you are looking to buy a Marshall in a pedal, then you should really check this pedal out because it is really a nice buy. It isn't that expensive compared to the JHS stuff and to all of the Friedman stuff and all of the Bogner stuff, and really does that Marshall thing really nicely. As you can see, I use it a lot as a backup for my Marshall 1987X, and it never fails to deliver. So that's why I would really suggest you checking out one of these awesome Boss Powerstick ST2s. So guys, I'll be back next Sunday with another video, and if you want to get one of these Boss Powersticks, please check out in the description my link for it, and please leave a comment down below. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you back next Sunday, guys.